Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is currently 9:05 at night. We are on that nighttime lifting schedule, and we're kicking off bulk episode 2. On the agenda today, back day. It's actually pull day pull day B, sorry. Second pull day of the week. Working out at, not the gym from the last video, different one. This one's right by the crib. So it's gonna be awesome. Taking Gorilla Mode Lightning again. I've been alternating this one with Rise Godzilla just so I don't get super used to the caffeine. There's Laurel Monster. Just so I don't get super used to the caffeine that's in Gorilla Mode Lightning. Rise Godzilla is like, that one's like 350 and this one's like 600. So I just try and save this one for the big days. But yeah, see you guys at the gym. Welcome to the gym. Nice change of scenery. Normally when I come here, I have the whole place to myself. I normally come around like 10, 9, and normally like every time there's no one here. Very rarely is someone here, so it's really nice. But today we were starting off with single arm pull down, and we're just gonna dive right into it. Just one arm like seated, and then boom. So instead of this, how I've been doing it is you grab it here, and then it's kneeling. So you step out away from the machine and line up the lat that you're training in line with the arm up there. And then it's just like this, just boom. And you get a much better contraction in your lat than how you would be seated, because when you're seated, the arm is more like in the middle of your body, and here your arm is in line with the machine arm. So a more linear path for the weight to follow. But doing a nice warm-up set of 8, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the movement. And you get such a nice stretch on that just by being so low to the ground and just really stretching that lat. Boom, tuck it, and just think elbow to your hip. Sweatshirt's already about to come off. It's hot as hell in here. One more warm-up set on this, and then we're getting into the working sets. Really stretch that lat, and then right back down. On these, you're really gonna have to lower that weight because you're gonna be weaker using one arm instead of two, obviously. But also, if you're using a single pulley machine like this one is, the weight's gonna be heavier than what a dual pulley machine would be. All right, first working set. Let's get it. Doing 70 for 10. Pro tip on that is when you're doing it, whatever hand is not doing the movement, put it right where your lat starts on that side, and you can really feel the contraction with this hand as you're doing it for a better mind-muscle connection. Just a little tip. Come on. Notice how I don't let my arm just like fly back up. You really gotta let it ease back up to the top to get that deep stretch in your lat. Oh, really big part of that movement right there is just getting a nice stretch in your lat. Focus on the contraction and then the stretch. But got 2 more sets of that, and then onto banded chin-ups, which I suck at, and you will see why in a second. Another thing I've really been doing this time around on this bulk is logging the working sets of the exercises I do, just so you can improve and increase the weight each week and know what you did last week. So like, let's look at this for example. Last week on pull, my first working set was 70, and then so I know to, on this next set, increase that to like, let's say 80, just so I'm progressing in the gym, because you can come in and do the same exercise, same way over and over again, and you won't even know you're progressing or not just because you're not logging your stuff. But that's some pretty advanced stuff, I feel like, because it took me a while to really understand the importance of logging in bodybuilding. All right, so the program calls for 3 sets to failure on this. And I'm sure John Meadows' failure looks a lot different than mine, because my fat ass can only do like 5 of these before failing. But here goes nothing. like one of the only times I wish I was like a 160-pound man, so I could just crank out like 30 of those. Oh, you know shit's getting serious when I bust out the wife beater, dude. I never wear these anymore, but the pump was feeling good, so I had to throw one on. I already did my feeder set on cable pullover, so now I just got 2 sets of 10. And then I believe we're on to dumbbell row. Pretty sure. But let's get into this. All right, so tips on cable pullover. So I'm gonna lower the weight so I can show you guys what I'm saying here. Put it on 20, why not? So when you're doing this movement, so on the way down, this is what I like to do. Instead of just having your arms straight the entire time like this path, so you start here, and as you're coming down, bend your elbows a little bit. So instead of the bar coming and meeting down here, now it's here, closer to your lat. Complete bro science, but I definitely feel a better contraction opposed to doing this as opposed to doing this. And then on the way up from this, then you let your arms straighten and stretch the lat. All right, we'll do 120 pounds for this set. Yep. Yep, that is nice and pumped. All right, I just did my feeder set for 6 on this. So now we're getting into 3x8, busting out the wrist wraps. These to me are essential for going heavy on dumbbell row, just so your grip isn't a limiting factor. This is the wrong one. There we go. For some reason I always struggle like which one's which, but it's always the strap and thumb pointing in the same direction. If you're an idiot like me sometimes. So let's freaking go. Yep, I'm staying at 90s for the next two. That's heavy. All right, second set. Dude, come on. Everyday struggle, bro. Trying to find the right hand. Same thing on this exercise as every other back exercise I've done today is on the way down, control that weight. My coach, when he's telling me how to do dumbbell rows, he likes to describe it when it's a controlled fall. You're not just letting the dumbbell rip your arm down to the ground. You're easing the dumbbell back to the lowest position, almost like a spring. If you're compressing a spring, it'd be like a slow, imagine a slinky or a spring, just pushing it, and then it stops. And then boom, pull it up. All right, last set here. Let's dig deep. Finish strong. Other side. And then biceps, baby. All right. That's it for dumbbell row. On to machine preacher curl. Whew. All right, what do we got on this? Got 4 sets of 15. I'm not gonna record them all, obviously, because I get super old. Huh? You photobombed me?
Yeah.
All right. That was not 15s. I'm gonna have to lower the weight, but I'm not gonna record any more of these. Just crank them out, and then I'll see you on reverse curl, and then we'll check the pump. And I'm getting the hell out of here because it is late. All right, I don't know if you guys have heard the news, but apparently hammer curls have been vaulted. I don't know if you guys have seen those dumbass TikToks, because that exercise is so goated for developing the long head of the bicep. It's not even funny. So do not listen to that crap. Keep doing hammer curls. And then the whole Alex Eubank stuff, bro. It's so funny right now. But I'm finishing up with some reverse curls, pose down. No cardio today. Sorry, Sam. I'm not doing it today. Only 3 days a week. And then the bike for 1 day. So 4 days of cardio a week. Finished up with some partials there. And now we're gonna go check out this pump.